Something very special has happened and I wanted to share it with all of you. Hello everyone and welcome to Joy As It Flies. If you're new here, my name's Cassidy and I deal with the sewing side of this channel. But today is a bit different because I'm not going to be doing my normal tutorial. Instead, it's going to be a bit of a vlog because I have just been given 2 new sewing machines, a normal sewing machine and an overlocker, and the most incredible sewing table. Just a really quick note, I'm really sorry if you can hear any strange background noise, but they're doing roadworks at the moment directly outside my house, and of course they had to do it on the days where I wanted to be filming. So the special thing about these machines is the lady who used to own them was a seamstress by profession. So immediately when you hear that, you're going to know that these are going to be the sturdiest things ever, because this was a person who was using them 24/7. And now that I've come to realize that this is what I want to do for my future career, I've suddenly realized that the old machine that I have isn't quite going to make it, and I have always known that I would have to upgrade, and that's why it's so amazing that this brilliant machine has just fallen into my lap. So basically what I'm going to be doing in this video is you're going to see me completely redecorating the craft shed, because the table is bigger, it's also got an extendable part on the side, so I need to make room for it in the shed, and also just spruce up the shed a bit because it's so dusty. And I think there are a few spiders about the place as well. Another thing is, with the 2 sewing machines and sewing table came quite a few extra bits and bobs. And by extra bits and bobs, I mean the most ginormous, I know that's not a word, but it's the only way I can describe the amount, the most ginormous amount of thread. Also, I'm definitely getting mummy to help with this because me moving furniture on my own, but more importantly dealing with spiders on my own, is not happening. So we started with emptying all of the furniture that we didn't want anymore out of the craft shed, and then got to hoovering, and boy did it need hoovering because look at all that dust. And also there were a few spiders, but mummy dealt with them for me. But say bye-bye to the old desk and the old cupboard because we got rid of them to make room for the new desk, because it was quite a lot bigger than the old one and needed space. And then we just rearranged the furniture that I wanted to keep around it. The one thing I was really happy that we managed to keep was the 2 bookcases because they're perfect for storing fabric. So this is the new desk. Look at all that storage. I'll give you a proper rundown of it in a moment. That same like cutting table as always is staying there, and then the 2 bookcases full of fabric are at the back here. I would just like to show you, this is all the junk we found on the floor when we were tidying up. Like, these pots are full of toots. Like, look at all my pattern weights were all on the floor. And then I just gave everything a good clean, especially the new desk, and then I was ready to fill it all up. Ooh, dusty. Pixie. Hello. So fun fact, this is a painting done by one of my nan's friends of this little girl. Pixie, say hi. Good girl. So now that we're at the point where all of my old stuff, so everything I already had, is all sorted out and nicely in here, I can now start going through all of the sewing supplies I've got, which is actually going to be the fun part because there's some really fun stuff in there that I'm really excited to use, and it's going to be quite an ordeal to try and find out where to put all of the thread because there's so many bobbins, but I'm definitely looking forward to having all of them because they'll get used. Yeah, we've got a lot to get through. Look at it! I feel like this is the moment we've all been waiting for, is to see the new machine and put it in its rightful place. Okay, moment of truth. This is what I meant when I said that I was given a lot of thread. But luckily my new desk has so many cool storage features that I managed to fit all of my thread in various different places. And then I just organised and put away everything else that I had, and there were some really fun new things that I hadn't even heard of before, and there were also some things like loop turners and rotary cutters that I'd wanted for a really long time, which I now have. I have finally put everything away. All the threads are organised, everything is in its new place, and so the last thing I want to do in this vlog is show you the sewing machines. I want to try them out, do some stitches on them, and I want to show you whether they're any good or not and how they work. But I'm pretty exhausted now and it's getting late, and I also want my dinner, so I'm going to wrap it up for tonight and then we'll do all that tomorrow. So see you in the morning. Good morning. And then I got straight to setting up my new machines, and I was good girl and read the manual thoroughly, and luckily the threading was not very different to my old machine. The only thing that was different is there's a lot more buttons and features on this that wasn't on my old machine, and so it was very fun to explore everything that was new on it, and it took quite a long time to get used to. It's weird, the presser foot's in a different place, so I keep on wanting to reach the old place, but it's somewhere new. Okay. I'm at the slowest speed. Okay, tension's a bit tight. This is going to get some taking used to. I'm going to take a while on this. The thing that I love is there are so many extra things on this machine just to help with convenience. Like things like it always, whenever you stop sewing, it always has the needle up, so you don't have to constantly turn the handle. But if you want the needle down, so you want to pivot, there's just a single button and it puts the needle at its lowest point. Small things like that that just make sewing a lot faster and a lot easier. Also, it's so smooth. I'm not used to going at a high speed and the fabric's still gliding through so smoothly. On my old machine, like, it still worked brilliantly, but if you went to a really high speed, the whole thing would just like start shaking. So it's really lovely to have such a sturdy machine, and yeah, I just love it. You know, it makes me happy. And then I started playing with my overlocker, which, if I'm going to be honest, took a while for me to thread, but I didn't film it because I knew that that would be boring, but it is amazing. It runs so smoothly, but at the same time it's quite fierce, like the knife is humongous, so I know it's going to manage to chop away through any thick fabrics, and it's brilliant. And that's all I have for you now. Thank you so much for tagging along in this little vlog. If you have got this far into the video, you're a superstar. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time on the channel.